Well, since I've been here, we've been evaluating the football program as a whole, just like we have our entire athletic program. And as I evaluated the program, I looked to see where we were and sought counsel from our executive team and our staff. It was in the last week that decided it was time to go in a different direction.
When did you tell Mike?
I told Mike this afternoon.
His reaction?
Mike was first class, and I like Mike a lot, and Mike and I get along very well. And like I said earlier, he's done so many good things for the program. So it was not an easy decision whatsoever.
How were the players told, and what can you tell from their reaction?
Just met with them right before we met with you all, and probably very typical. Anytime you're dealing with the 85 scholarships and a roster of almost 100 kids, you're going to have a variety of feelings, and they did a lot of listening though, and that was the extent of it today. And I reminded them to go to class and to represent themselves right, and that talk to their position coaches and make sure that they're doing exactly what Coach Kish and his staff wanted to do.
What are the advantages of doing this now instead of 6 weeks from now?
Well, I think there were two main advantages. One is for our team, we felt we needed a fresh start at this point in the season. And we want them to have some fun playing football. We want our coaches to have some fun coaching. And we felt this would give everybody a fresh start for the remainder of the season. And these are all games that we feel we have a good chance to go out and compete in. And then the second thing is that it gives us a head start on the process of finding our new football coaches. And I believe strongly that you need to be, when you have an existing head coach, you need to be committed to that coach until they're not your coach anymore. And so at this point we decided this was an opportunity for us to start moving forward with that for the future.
Can you talk about the decision to make Kish the interim?
He longest stability with our staff, or he had the longest tenure with our staff. Coach Dukes, I believe he'd been with him every step of the way, and that made sense for a lot of aspects. From obviously, you look at Coach Kish, he's a good man. He cares about the kids. He has strong integrity. He very much is involved in everything we're doing from a recruiting standpoint, everything we're doing from a coaching standpoint, terminology across the board. And we felt he would give us the best stability for the remainder of the season.
Will the rest of the staff stay the same?
Yes, the rest of the staff will stay the same.
How much will the buyout be to officially part ways with Coach?
Well, approximately about $1.4 million. And we haven't ironed out all the details of time frames or anything like that, but we will.
Would you look for a new candidate that maybe Coach Dukes didn't have?
Well, I don't think it's what Coach Dukes didn't have. I think what we want to have for our next head coach, we want to have passion for college football, passion for the student athlete, and caring about them academically, athletically, socially, for them to have a great experience. And we need somebody that's very sound fundamentally from a coaching standpoint. I know you'll hear through this that you got to hire a head coach, or you got to hire somebody from this program or that program. And I hope people can understand as you go through this process, there's a lot of information that we're going to have that the general public just won't have access to. And what I promised the Arizona fan base, I promised to Dr. Sander, is that we are going to go hire the best football coach that we possibly can, that wants to be at Arizona, and is going to fit the model that we want going forward, and that's to make sure we're paying attention to those foundation items that I just mentioned.
Greg, do you have a preference, offensive-minded guy, defensive-minded guy?
I have a preference for a very good football coach.
What role did raising money for the North End Zone project have in this? Any?
None.
No.
Who else would be on that very small search committee?
We'll have, from our executive team, we'll have Rocky LaRose, we'll have James Francis, and John Parent, all directly involved in a couple. Susie Mason and Scott Shake will be involved as well, a little bit on it, but in the interview process, it'll be just a few of us.
Do you believe in bringing in an outside firm to help you with
At this point, we have not hired an outside firm.
Is it possible you could hire someone before the season is over?
It's possible, but I'm not as concerned about time frames as I am. I think from an integrity standpoint, it's important not to interrupts a sitting head coach's season and what they're doing. And so I think what this does is this gives us an opportunity to do a lot of legwork, a lot of research in the timeframe until the regular season gets done.
Greg, so many people in the public made an issue of Mike's sideline demeanor. Was that a public relations hindrance to you guys, do you think?
Well, Mike had extreme passion. There was no doubt about that. And he and I would talk on a regular basis about good things that are going on with our program and things I thought we needed to improve on. And that would sometimes fit in that conversation.